Hello students, my name is Sumit Mehta. Today in this lecture we will discuss about properties of multiplication of integers. In my previous lecture I told you about how to multiply two integers, whether they are positive integer, whether they are negative integer, or whether they are mixed type of integer, means one is positive and one is negative. So in this lecture we will discuss about some properties of multiplication of integers. So first property is commutative property. Okay, these are the properties same as which we discussed in addition and subtraction of integers. Okay, so what commutative property states that a into b will always be equals to b into a. But let us check this with some example. If I multiply 3 with minus 4, the result will always be same as minus 4 into 3. Okay, so let's check it. 3 into minus 4 would be, there is one negative sign, so answer would be minus 12. I hope you guys are pretty clear about how to solve the mixed integers. Okay, if one is positive and one is negative, which I told you in my previous lecture. So please do refer this lecture if you don't know the multiplication of mixed integers. Okay, and on the RHS we will also get minus 12. So this property is true, that a multiply b will always be equals to b multiply a. Let me write another property, which is multiplication by 0. Multiplication by 0 means if you multiply any number with 0, you will get the answer as 0. So let me give you one example, which is minus 3 into 0, the answer would be 0. So this is basically a law, you can say so, that if I multiply any number with 0, the answer would be 0. So let me write some more properties. So multiplicative identity is another property which states that if we multiply any number with 1, so let's say a multiply 1 would be equal to 1 multiply a would be equals to a. Let's say, let us check with one example. If I multiply minus 3 with 1, it will be equals to 1 multiply minus 3 and it will be equals to minus of 3, because in LHS you will get minus 3, this is also minus 3, and this we are getting here minus 3. So as this property says that if we multiply any number with 1, the number remains the result remains the same as of number. So a fourth property is associativity for multiplication. This is the same as which we discussed in associative law in for addition or subtraction, which states that a into b into c will equal to a into b into c. Means if you multiply whether a into b into c or a cross b first into c, then the result will be same. Let me check with one example. If I write 3 into 4 into 2, this will be equals to 3 into 4 into 2. So let's check. 3 into 4 will be 12, 12 into 2 will be 24, and on RHS 3 into 4 into 2 will be 8, so 3 into 8 will be 24. So this property also holds true for all the results. These are the properties which we will use in our question, which will come in exams directly to get our answer very easily. Let me write one more property, which is a property of distributive property. So student, what this property states that A into B plus C will be equal to A into B, and this is A into C. That we are distributing the number A on both the numbers. Let me give you one example. If I write 3 into 4 plus 5, I can write this also as, if I solve this, 4 plus 5 is 9, 3 into 9 will be 27. So I can write this also as 3 into 4 plus 3 into 5. So on LHS, 3 into 4 will be 12 plus 3 into 5 will be 15. So I can check that this property also holds true, and this is called as distributive property. So student, till now we discussed five properties based on multiplication. First was commutative, then multiplication by 0, then identity, okay, multiplication by 1, then associative property, then distributive property. And I hope you guys are pretty clear about what are these properties, and I will discuss some example or some question based on these properties which might come into exam. So stay tuned for my next lecture based on question based on these properties of multiplication. And if you have still any doubt or any query based on this lecture, please do comment in the comment section, students. I'll be happy to help you guys there. Thank you.